How's it? I am Mr. Willie19 coming at you here from the Second Amendment Show on the YT YouTube. First and foremost, folks, my apologies to all those great channels out there that I subscribe to. You can normally depend upon my checking in on your channel and leaving some comments on your videos, etc. My apologies for being incommunicado for the past couple of weeks, and especially to my good friends out there. You know who you are. I truly do apologize for being out of touch for the past couple of weeks. What can I say? I put the YT thing on the back burner for a little while, and it's going to all my videos are only one take. I've never reshot one of them once, and it's going to continue to be that way for the next couple of weeks. I will be incommunicado. I apologize. I won't be watching your videos, won't be checking in, leaving comments, etc. I feel horrible about it. But what can I say? I'm sure you understand. I'll be back. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, I figured I'd do a quick product review of something and leave that on my channel to keep it semi up to date for the next couple of weeks while I'm only checking in a little once in a while. I do check in on the channel every couple of days, but I only respond to things that seem to be ultra important. What I'm going to do is, sorry I'm working the air mouse here, I'm going to do a quick tabletop review of the Pelican. Whoops, a little too far. You don't want to see that much of my face. The Pelican Model 7060 LED flashlight. Bam. There it is. This is a better time for a zoom here. We're going to do a tabletop review of this here light. And this flashlight here, anyone who's familiar with the name Pelican, if you're survivalist or a prepper, whatever that kind of thing, photographer, there's many, boater, if you're into maritime kind of things, you're probably familiar with the name Pelican. They are primarily known for their cases, watertight, high-endurance cases for carrying very sensitive or fragile materials. Now, I know of Pelican to have a few small flashlights and a few small knives, actually, that are of less than outstanding quality, basically giveaway kind of things. But they do ever have some very, very high-end products out there outside of their cases. This particular light happens to be one of them. This was developed in cooperation with the Los Angeles Police Department. It first started out being developed with their SWAT team, and that's actually where this very light came from. This particular light came from LAPD SWAT. And Pelican and them got together and they wanted to develop something for on-duty carry other than the 3D cell mag light. Something for a duty light, because up until this thing came out, basically officers carried the 3D cell. Some carried 4D cell. Those are normally left in the patrol unit, but 3D cell mag light, which is great. That that aircraft grade machined aluminum has a lot of good uses, if you know what I mean. But it can be rather clunky, and when you're on foot, when you're running, having that thing slap you in the back of the thigh, hitting the back of the quadricep there, really sucks. Anyone who's ever worn one on a duty belt knows what I'm talking about. This was designed to be put on a duty belt and relieve all of that, and I believe LAPD SWAT had it for 2 or 3 years prior to it being adopted as standard issue to all LAPD patrol officers. And this is what they carry now. It's been out for, I'm guessing probably 5 years, 6 years now. I didn't take the time to look that up. I did look to see how much they're going for. Pelican themselves, they do not list a standard manufacturer suggested retail. And depending on who you look at, some claim that's $168. Some claim it's $220. But again, these are resellers, so they're trying to make it look like they're giving a big discount, blah, blah, blah. I've seen these on eBay. They generally go for between 125 up to about 200 bucks. This particular one I did not pay for. Again, it was a gift from an LAPD SWAT member. But it's a bitchin' of a light, and I'm going to do a desktop review on it, and we're going to get to that in just a sec. So stand by for just a moment, and we're going to get to that review right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get this little benchtop review underway. Here you can see the box that the Pelican 7060 comes in. All the standard stuff you'd expect to see. On the far side here is a copy of the warranty. I'm not going to zoom in and show you, but it is kind of clever that the legendary Pelican unconditional lifetime guarantee of excellence, the very last sentence of which reads, quote, "The above guarantee does not cover shark bite, bear attack, or children under 5. So, got a bitchin' warranty. Just keep it away from your sharks, your bears, and your kids under 5. Alright, let's go ahead and open the box, take a look, and see what's inside. Of course, we have the light itself. It's snapped into its charger. We'll go ahead and remove that. Take a peek. That's what the bad boy looks like. Now this weighs 10.4 ounces with battery in there. So it's, for what it does, it's pretty darn light. But it does have a small bit of heft to it, which is actually comforting. The individual serial number on it there. It is comforting having that little bit of heft. Now, also in the box, what am I catching sight of there? Oh, my laptop. I'm sorry. Okay. Also within the box, of course, we have the charger. Get that removed here. There's a charger with a couple of holes in there. It comes with a template, so you can mount this to wherever. And in addition to that, transformer, of course, that goes with the charger. And it does come with a belt holster. Now this particular belt holster is in Cordura, which I'm a huge fan of. Any tactical kind of guy knows this material. Probably have a lot of holsters, range bags, etc. made out of Cordura. I like it a lot. You can also get this stock with a basket weave leather to go on your duty belt if you happen to be a security professional or law enforcement officer, and also in plain leather, maybe to wear with your Class A dress, depending upon your department. But plain leather for Class A dress, got the basket weave and the tactical Cordura here. So the free holster is pretty cool. I enjoy that a lot. I think that's way nice. And 12-volt arrangement. Plug into your cigarette lighter or your vehicle. And finally, get this in frame here. And finally, the instruction manual. Little thank you for your purchase, lifetime warranty kind of thing. And an advisory saying that it has a low voltage warning feature and that the light will start flashing when it's starting to run out of juice. So, now what is so cool about the Pelican 7060? Well, it's got a number of unique innovations. Let me slide all this out of the way. This way with it. I'm sorry, like I said, I don't script my videos. I don't rehearse them. Okay, so what's so cool about this light? Well, it has a number of innovations. Their big claim to fame is that the switch right here on the body has momentary, which is great for disorienting a subject, and then of course constant on, and then back off. Also has wired in parallel with it is a tail cap switch, which will do momentary and constant on. Now if you put it constant on with tail cap, you can turn it back off with the body switch, and vice versa. Turn it on with the tail cap, off either way.
and either one, again, will do momentary. Another cool thing about the Pelican, something they're kind of proud of, is here on the lens shroud, it has an octagon shape. The reason for that is, anyone who's ever tried to set down a flashlight on the hood of a patrol car, you know they normally roll away. This guy, whatever surface you set it on, unless it's pretty darn steep, it might slide away from you, but won't roll away. So the hexagon shape is really, really cool. And here in this machined aluminum, these are actual heat sinks, because this guy can get a bit warm. Which brings me to the next feature. The serrations right here around the top of the lens shroud. These serrations are there not only for, people know the tactical uses of the heavily serrated lens shrouds where you can hit pain points on a suspect, but what this is primarily for is people have a habit of setting their flashlights face down like such. So you can see the light glowing underneath it, and you know that's left on because the guy will get warm, and you don't want anything to melt. So that's the primary purpose of those, let you know it's on. People are in the habit of setting their lights face down like that because they tend to roll away. Okay, also with the Pelican here is what they call a grenade style grip. Makes for great purchase. Now what the actual body is made out of, I'm not real sure. If I had to guess, I would say this is a type of acronyl butadiene styrene, ABS. It may be a flavor of polymer vinyl chloride, PVC, or copolymer vinyl chloride, CPVC, but I suspect it's the acronyl butadiene styrene, the ABS. The shroud is machined aluminum, so that's great. The output of this bad boy is 130 lumens and has a guaranteed runtime at full power at 130 lumens of 90 minutes. Now about 5 minutes before it's going to run out of power, which is provided, by the way, by a 3.7 volt lithium ion battery, about 5 minutes before running out, the light will blink. Every couple minutes or so, it'll give you 2 quick flashes letting you know that you're on your last leg as far as your power is concerned, which is kind of neat. And that same circuitry also controls current flow from the battery to ensure that you do have a full 130 lumens of output throughout the entire 90-minute cycle life of the battery. The battery does take about 4 to 5 hours to fully charge, and it is sealed right here in the tail. Take a quick look at that. Well, no, we're not. I forgot it's the rechargeable one. It's a 3.7 volt lithium. Okay, now the beam on this guy is not adjustable. However, it does reach in excess of 100 yards. And you will get about a 3-foot spot out of it at 30 feet. You'll have a 3-foot spot, and then in the periphery provides a secondary beam of about 12 feet. And up close for room clearing kind of thing, your spot will generally be about 1 foot at 10 foot distance, with a periphery secondary beam of about 6 feet. So adjustability is not a big thing. Having that spot and periphery beam both controlled by the reflector is absolutely great. I like it a lot. It works just fine. If I did have one complaint about the Pelican 60, or I'm sorry, the Pelican 7060 LED, this body switch right here, the tail cap switch is fine. This body switch is just a little bit sensitive. When I'm out doing some of my photography work and I'm maybe someplace that I shouldn't be, and I'm wearing this at my 7 o'clock on my left rear hip, if I bend over and move a certain way or lean back, you just barely need to touch this and it'll set the light off. I mean, it is very touchy. I would prefer something that takes a little more oomph to press it, because I sure do hate giving away my position. Lean back the wrong way, or backpack, happen to bump against it, and it'll start doing this. And if it's at your 7 o'clock position like I wear mine, you might not even notice that it's going off, and you're walking around, you know, like a bloody beacon light doing this. So I wish this required a little more strength to push in. In addition to that, to get it constant on, you do have to push it pretty deep. Now I've got very average size hands. I stand 5'9", buck 80, very average build, white American male all the way around. Except for my feet. Got big ass feet for some reason. Anyway, somebody with large hands, with large fingers, might have a hard time getting this all the way down to detent to say stay to constant on. Because you really do have to dig kind of deep. That's about my only complaint. Other than that, I find this to be a fantastic, fantastic light. I like it very, very much, and I would highly recommend, if anyone's been eyeballing these, it's got old Mr. Wheelie's seal of approval. Bitchin' light. This is the Pelican 7060 LED. I want to thank you for watching this video, and as always, I am hoping that if it finds you well. Cheers.